Yes. Here we go.
We're live.
We are live.
We are live. Angela.
Already. Angela.
Well, we have the Alex. I don't know if he's still here from before. Ted's here. Oh, what? Yeah, Ted, you made it. Congrats. Big accomplishment to make one of my lives, I know. Hopefully people get the memo. People have been telling me they're not getting notifications.
I saw that.
What is going on?
I got one on my YouTube.
Did you?
On the little bell icon, it said Francine going live or something to that extent.
Yeah, it's sad if people don't get the notifications. Just hi.
Ring the bell. She says it all the time. Ring the damn bell.
Ring my bell. Yeah, I like to have my bell rung every once in a while. What girl doesn't? Hilarious.
I think if anybody could tell us about getting their bell rung, it's you.
That's true. I mean, you know, I've had a couple concussions in my day. But Ted got the notification. Okay, hopefully people, I don't know. Some people are, some people aren't. It's very frustrating. You know what I mean? But we're here.
Oh, yeah.
We're live. We're trying, you know, trying new things, doing new stuff. And Haz is here. Hi, Haz. Randall's here. Hello. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. So glad everybody's coming in. Alex Jackson. I wish he was in here and answer his question. Maybe he'll come back. Because that's a good one. But
yeah. Way to start it off hot.
I'm gonna start off hot.
Start it off, drop that comment, and get out.
There you go. Hi, Phil. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to everyone. Hi, Jim. Welcome in. Oh, Angela says a lot of channels have been having the same issue with YouTube, most likely. You know, YouTube needs to get their stuff together. That's all I have to say. I'm tired of these algorithms screwing up my channel.
Yes. If we could have a conversation directly with the algorithm, it wouldn't go very fair for the algorithm. Let's put it that way.
Who can I call for YouTube? Who's the head of YouTube?
Mr. YouTube.
Yeah, I need to get him on the phone for me.
Or Mrs. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
Actually, I believe it is a woman who is in charge of YouTube.
Is it? Well, she needs to get her act together. Hi, Brandon. I'm doing great. Looking forward to seeing you at WrestleCade. Ooh, yes. Looking forward to WrestleCade as well. Let's let a couple more people in, and then we'll show what's available tonight. But first off, how you doing, Chadster?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Acknowledging me, but I'm going to acknowledge you.
Oh, I'll acknowledge you. I will always acknowledge you. Bow to the queen. No, I'm doing great.
I'm acknowledging you. You're doing all right.
Good. Very good.
Okay. Perfect.
I got a new hat.
I thought that was, you know what I thought? The way your glasses are, I thought it was one of those headbands, but it's a hat. Okay.
I do have. So now here's the thing. I have contemplated switching to those. I got a bunch of them. I have not. I wear those for softball, the junk bands. I wear them during softball. Yes. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I might change the tone of Eyes Up Here. I might change the tone.
You can wear the wristbands with the matching headband, and then you can remember the shaker thing. Remember that the menu.
Shake weight. This thing, shake weight.
It's like this.
I got the orange and blue junk band. I got 3 or 4 of them.
You got some junk bands going on. All right.
I don't just have it in the trunk. I got it on the head.
Okay. Uncle Brian's here. The people's uncle has arrived. Hello, Brian. Be Easy Ian. Hello, Ian. And HWO Gorillo. Hello. The glasses make it look like a head thong, he says. Head thong.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine
I
with
just
that.
noticed because I looked where the nose went and I was like, oh yeah, it's a hat. I thought it was
You can't see it, but this is a 2024 All-Star Game hat. This is the on-field warm-up hat for the National League Mets All-Star Game.
Is it? Very, very good. Colton's here.
Colton.
Hello, Colton. Colton always commenting on the videos. We appreciate that.
Yes, indeed.
So I have some news before we get into any wrestling. and people are still coming in. No, it's positive news. Started my because y'all know how bad my stomach's been. I've been complaining about it for years now, but I started my supplements and I've been 1 week on my diet and I lost 4.5 pounds already. So how about that?
Very nice.
Very nice. I'm eating about 1,000 to 1,100 calories a day.
Okay.
No sugar.
Perfect.
Trying to keep out caffeine as much as possible. Sometimes I will have a little bit of coffee.
I was gonna say you can't go
with
without the
motor
coffee.
running.
You can't go without the coffee.
I have been going without, but like the one day after the doctor, Hubs is like, "You want to go to Starbucks?" So I was like, "Yes, I need it," you know. But
So wait, time out. Got to pause there. So you put anything in it though, because that's where the sugars and all the other bad stuff comes in.
Well, the Starbucks puts it in it. So yeah, I did. I cheated. I had a caramel latte, and man, was it good.
I'm sure it was, but that's
it was
the bad
really,
stuff,
really
right?
good. But now the only sugar I have besides that one day is natural sugar through I'm allowed to have 6 grapes, 6 grapes, or 3 pieces of pineapple.
All right, pineapple.
Little chunks
I like
of
it.
pineapple.
Very
So
nice.
I'll eat my and I'm on a meal plan. So it's called not a sponsor, but I wish they would be. Modified Health. They serve these meals, and I have 2 meals a day, and with my little piece of fruit, and that's all I eat. So I have something for lunch, something for dinner. Been drinking a ton of water. Went to the urologist. The urologist was like, "Oh, this is the best 24-hour urine I've ever seen." Like,
wow.
Hey, this is great. Yeah. The first one,
Did you bottle that up and
I
save that
didn't.
and be like,
No, I
this
poured
is
it.
the best 24-hour urine in history
No,
right
because you
here.
only you fill like it looks like something you would fill for a gas tank, your gas, if you have to go to if your
Is
car.
this gas or urine we're talking about now?
No, this is what I had to put my pee in. This big
I
old
get
thing.
it.
And you fill a little test tube up and you send it in for labs and stuff. But they, the one bad thing is my one kidney stone went from 7 to 11. So it's a big sucker,
That's
but
a big boy right
a
there.
big
Or
boy,
girl.
7 millimeters to 11 millimeters, but it's stuck in the lining of my kidney. So it's not moving. So they don't want to do surgery yet. They said if you start to get pains in your kidneys, which is in your sides, go to ER. So if I go to the ER, you'll know why. But right now, YOLO. That's all I can say.
I really hope you don't. So
I don't want it either. I'm sick of doctors.
Let's stay away from that completely.
That's what he said. He said, I'll see you in a year and drink water. And I was like, good deal. So that's what I did this week. And I'm happy about the 4.5 pounds. I'm happy. I've been walking. I can't lift weights. My stamina is not that great because I'm tired because I'm calorie deprived. So, in 3 weeks, I'm allowed to incorporate a new food. Like every 3 weeks, you incorporate one new food back into your diet because this is called FODMAP. So I'm not there. I can't have garlic. I can't have onion. There's certain spices you're not allowed to have. That's why I did the meal kit because it's easier. They put all the right food. Like one night I have 4 ounces of steak with a side of broccoli that has nothing on it. It's just plain broccoli. Tastes like nothing.
Nothing wrong with plain broccoli. Nothing wrong.
No, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like I like to, maybe put a little bit of butter, a little bit of cheese, or some garlic salt or something.
We used to have a sponsor guy who could maybe get this for us, but we don't have that guy.
We don't have that.
We don't have that. No,
I know.
No more.
I know. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Great good friend, Mike Durband.
Yeah, no sugar, no caffeine, no spices, no fun, no dairy. So no dairy. I'm just eating those 2 meals basically, and maybe 6 grapes or 3 pieces of pineapple, and that's about it.
So we want to shrink that kidney stone.
No, this has nothing to do with the kidney stone.
Oh, this has nothing to do with the kidney stone.
This is the bloating in my stomach that was making me look like I was 3 months pregnant, that I kept coming down here and saying, I'm so annoyed when I eat. It hurts. And then I expand. My stomach expands. It's SIBO. It's small.
Oh, the SIBO. Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's the bacteria overgrowth in my belly. So...
Sorry, I'm focused on the kidney stone because
it's okay. But
I fear that like more than anything you imagine.
Kidney stones are there, but I mean, right now, thank God they're not bothering me, so I'm not doing anything about it. And I just have to, in a year, I have to get an X-ray and then go back to see the urologist, maybe do that urine thing again. But right now, it's all about my stomach and getting my gut health intact. So that's what we're doing. So been dieting like a nut, which is not fun. And tonight was great in this house because they had pizza, and of course I'm serving it, so I'm putting it on plates and I'm just staring at it, and it looked so freaking good. Yeah. Then Hubs pulls out the creamy, the Ninja Creamy, and he's starting to make all the ice cream treats, but we use the Fairlife, which is all protein, but still he puts heavy cream, so that's the dairy, so I can't eat it. So everybody's eating their pizza and ice cream, and I'm sitting here like, I mean, my little 4 ounces of meat and good to go.
Well,
no alcohol. No alcohol.
Oh, so we can't do think while you drink now.
I'm trying not. Well, in 3 weeks we can, because I'll incorporate.
Okay, 3 weeks.
They say you can have like a wine or a whiskey, but like the whiskey I like has a lot of sugar in it. You know, the Fireball that has sugar. And then I don't want to start drinking the wine because you're only allowed so many ounces. And I'd like to have a couple glasses.
You're going to get bombed, though, with what you're eating. If you had 1 glass of wine, you're going to get ridiculous.
I'm trying to just stay away from everything and just focus on the food that they give me. And that's what I'm doing. So, oh, Phil, that's really nice. Phil says, I look better now than I did in 96. Thank you, Phil. I don't know. No, I'm not going to make them eat the pizza outside, Angela. How dare you? That's funny. It just, Angela, it just looks so good. I was dying. I was just like, you know what? I want this pizza, but I didn't eat it. I haven't had pizza. I don't even know in such a long time. So, who just entered the room? Samuel, hi. How are you? Hannibal TV is here. Hello. How have you been? Good to see you. Yeah, so would you like to discuss some prizes? Maybe we can get the ball rolling here.
Prize me. What do we got?
So if you saw my Twitter, everyone, you'll know that if you do a $5 super chat or become a channel member for $5.99 or send a $5 super sticker, you would be eligible to go in the Charles Chip Jar. Where is it? Oh my God, why is everything... There it is. Everything is like
you might have to turn off your graph. You might have to turn off your thing tonight.
What the hell is happening? But I do have some cool prizes, and I feel like I will give the winner a choice. So I do have one of these oh, she's coming up nice.
Oh, micro brawler.
A micro brawler, guys. You can't get these anymore.
Broke the internet when the micro brawler came out.
We did break the internet. It was crashed. We crashed it, as the kids say. But I have one of these that I can sign and personalize to you. I also have a ring-worn bikini.
Hey now.
A bikini. Yes, I do. This little beauty, which I'm not putting on because I have SIBO. How about like this?
Oh,
how's that? Look,
new title for the YouTube video. Francine tries on bikini.
Woo!
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. This one was worn in oh my God, there we go. This one was worn in WWE in one of my swimsuit showdowns.
Oh, so if you've ever seen one, it was a very those were usually against who? Kelly, right?
It was usually excuse me. Sorry. It was usually me, Kelly, Ariel. Sometimes it would be Jillian Hall and Crystal Marshall, they would come over because we were paired with SmackDown.
Oh, that's right.
So we would all go out there, and it would be like a mess. Or I have this. What's the size here? Extra large. This is cool. This is the only one made, actually. This is the only one of these made. And it's me on a shirt. Somebody. Yeah, I'm not going to wear this because it's me.
You're not going to wear a shirt of
Would
yourself?
You wear your own shirt?
I've worn the Chadster shirt, so I
don't know. I feel kind of like a dumbass wearing my own shirt. So we can.
But the Chadster shirt just has letters, so.
Yeah. Would you wear? Okay. I understand the guys.
I would not wear a picture of myself. No.
No. Like if you're at a signing or something, you're putting yourself over. I understand that. Or on TV, you wear your own shirt. But like, I don't know, for every day. And I can't wear this shirt because I wear dresses and stuff. So where am I going to? I don't know. I just thought somebody might like it. So anyway.
Over the dress.
No. So anyway, those are the prizes for tonight, and you get entered, and it's every $5. So if you want to give us $20, you'd be entered 4 times, and you have 4 chances to win. That's how we roll here. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Those are the rules. Those be the rules.
And don't let that channel membership go by.
Channel memberships are fun. You get the whole iHeart podcast, but you get to see it, not just hear it, but see it, which is fun. I like it. I like looking at people while they talk.
You get to look at Francine give me like devil eyes when she gets mad at me, or in our intro when the music's playing, when she's
and I can't hear because the music's so friggin' loud. You just drown me out. Very, very good. So anyway, what's going on in the world of professional wrestling?
Well,
is there anything happening?
Well, we kind of talked about it. Nick Nemeth, new TNA champion.
Yes, very good.
He had his first appearance on TNA TV as the champ the other night, last night, I think.
I missed it. Did you see it?
Great promo. Yep, fans. High respect for Mr. Nemeth. Right. Great to see him getting what he deserves in a company that really is getting behind him, which is very cool.
Very cool.
Let's see what else we have. SmackDown we're getting ready for tonight. Okay. So we've got the next chapter in what's going on, if the Cody bloodline saga and all that good stuff. And look, I could go on about it again. There's things going on Raw, including the Wyatt sucks. I mean, 6. We could talk about that, but I just personally don't want to go into it. I saw somebody else waxing poetic about it before we got on here tonight, and it's just so bad. It's so bad. Have you gotten a chance to see anything since we last spoke?
No, I have not, but we have our first super chat with Angela. Angela's always good to take one for the team. Angela, watch how you say that. People can interpret that the wrong way sometimes, but I love you, and thank you for the $5 super chat. You, my dear, are going in to the Charles Chip Jar.
Angela just told you who's the boss.
Yeah, Angela's the boss. Angela is a loyal supporter, and we admire her. So thank you, doll. I've been advertising this for like 2 or 3 days now. Oh, Phil, with a $5 super sticker. Thanks, Phil. You're also going into the Charles Chip Jar. We love that. S-A-R-E. I got you, Phil. Thank you so much. We had a couple new channel members from me putting it over on Twitter, or X, I should say. So made a little bit of progress. Why are you so close? Oh.
I was typing something into my computer.
Okay. So thanks, Phil. Thanks, Angela. Get the ball rolling. And you might be the big winner. We'll see. So what were we talking about? The 6-6.
Yeah, I was talking about the Wyatt sucks. Horrible. That's continuing.
Yeah, are they still like
it's so bad.
They still dropping off videos and stuff?
Still videos, and they're spooky. Yeah. Ooh, but they're good guys. Oh, because they're misunderstood.
Thanks, Phil. I appreciate it.
So bad.
Yeah, nothing's worse than when an angle starts off like super, super hot, and then within like a week's time just fizzles out because it's like you've reached the pinnacle and now there's nowhere else to go. That sucks. So I feel for them,
I'm sure. I think everybody loves it. I think I'm just hating on it, but
I've seen
it's
some
not
people.
good.
I've seen people that don't like it, but I've seen people that praised it. So I guess depending on, what you like and what you don't like. Hey, it's wrestling. It's just fun. You don't like it, switch the channel.
This was funny. This actually was earlier tonight. Omos, big guy.
I saw him at Disney World.
Oh my God, that's right. Yes, you saw him at Disney World.
Like, hey, that's that guy.
So there was this report circulating that WWE's like kind of done with him, right? He's cooled off. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah. So he goes on and he tweets, "Journalism has turned into National Enquirer." Way to go on and get in front of it.
Is he debunking the fact that?
Yes, he's debunking it because, like, it's the Wrestling Observer reporting it, but like, who are they to say that and get into the spaces to then jeopardize this guy's future and saying, "Oh yeah, they've cooled on him. He's, they got nothing for him right now," and he just got in front of it and just exposed them.
Well, don't they have their resources? Don't they hear it from like somebody in the locker room? That's like
I'm sure they do.
Trustworthy.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, of course. Kim,
sure they do.
Hey Kim, with a $6.99 super chat. Hello guys, how was your Friday? It was awesome. Hopefully yours was too. Kim, I did cameos all day, so I was a busy beaver today, doing my due diligence for all of the men in my life that love those cameos and it's making everybody super happy. Kim, you're going in the Charles chip jar. Thank you, sweetheart.
I'm sure you were making them super happy.
I was making them so happy. Ew, what did you just do? Nasty.
No, I'm just pointing the
You're
sky.
Nasty.
But yeah, no, I thought that was cool though that he got in front of it and he,
debunked.
He just was like, he debunked it. Said National Enquirer, which you know what that means? It's a rag. It's a rag.
It is a rag. It's like the star. Hey, we have a second Phil. Phil P is here. Hi. How are you? Curtis. Hello, Curtis. Doing well, guys. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you who just came in, it's prize night. $5 or more. You can either get, oh my God, you can either get my Major Bendy. I mean, not my Major Bendy, my Micro Brawler. She's so cute. A ring-worn bathing suit, signed and personalized, or a t-shirt of me. Ta-da! You get your pick, and it's either $5 or a super sticker. Gets you one entry. The more you give, the more you get.
Back I love you, Major Bendy? Sorry, Mike Durban asked about, or said he can't wait till your Major Bendy to come out.
Yeah, Mike, I can't wait either.
Me neither.
I've been waiting for months now. What did you order one?
Where is it? I did. I ordered one.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Of course.
Thank you. So nice. I think Brian Myers told me they're being shipped out in August.
But hopefully. But I have something to say that might be controversial, though.
What's that? Can we say hi to Dan Lemley first?
Because say hi to Dan. Yes,
a $5 super chat. Hi, Dan. Dan's been with us, I think, since the beginning. I was watching an old live stream that I did, and Dan was right there. So, Dan,
awesome. Good job, Dan.
I appreciate you, Dan. You're going in the Charles chip jar. Thank you so much. What were you going to say?
Well, you might think this is controversial, or you might think it's kind of funny.
Okay.
I only bought one figure that came out in that Major Bendy line.
Why?
Well,
you only bought me? Was it me?
No, I only bought you.
You bought me. Oh.
I only got you. I didn't buy anybody else.
Well, I won't tell Shane or Mikey.
No, don't say anything, please.
I won't say anything. But
I love them to death, but look, I only had room for one.
And we have a special bond.
We're very special, very special. And I only had room for one.
Oh my goodness. Curtis, do I love DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince? Sure. Who doesn't? Do you? I do.
I mean,
I was born in West Philadelphia, just like the Fresh Prince was, to be honest with you.
Every time Jazzy Jeff got thrown out of the house on the show, I thought it was hilarious.
Brand New Funk. I don't know what that is, Curtis, but I do like DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Phil has a question. I'm waiting in anticipation for him to type it out, but until he does,
oh, they have a new song? They're back?
I don't I saw something that oh, I got so many cameo messages. I can't keep up.
Oh,
sorry.
Excuse us.
I saw something that Will Smith was putting out something new. I think I read that yesterday. Dan, you were here before Twitch. Before Twitch, I had this YouTube channel, and you were here then. So that's why I was like, I saw you on there, and I was just like, man, Dan's been with me like a really long time. So wonderful. Okay, I'll have to get back. I can't do both. I can't. What were we even talking about? I'm waiting for.
We were a little bit of a hodgepodge of everything.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Phil to ask me that question. But I'm trying to think. My daughter turns 15 this weekend.
Wow! Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you 15? So
15 years old.
So she was 10 years old when we started doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. She was 10 and now she's going to be 15. So we're taking her, we're going on a little getaway and kids are super excited about it. But I'm just like, I was texting with Shelly yesterday, Martinez, and and she was like, you going to be around this weekend? And I'm like, no. I said, it's her birthday. And she was like, oh my God. And I was like, she's 15, Shell. And she goes, what? I was like, I know. How did this happen? Like, it's just, it sneaks up on you. And it's so crazy. Samuel says there's a reboot show about the Fresh Prince on Peacock called Bel Air. Yeah, but isn't that like
oh yeah, that looks
serious. Horrible. Isn't that serious though? It wasn't a comedy.
So bad.
I wasn't into that. DJ plays favorites. Hello, we're doing well. Hope you are too. What are you watching these days besides
so I am in my obscure 80s horror movie phase right now.
Yeah. Oh, you're watching some horror.
Last night, and it's not even 80s, I could even go 70s. Last night I watched a movie called Victims. So bad, so obscure. I mean, it was so bad. I can't.
So bad that it's good, or just bad?
So bad that it was bad. It was like exploitation, like gore, killing for the sake of killing. A lot of how we say it, things that like a lot of women having their clothes taken from them for the sake of it, just like that kind of stuff, but just very the more obscure the better. But no, just every night just looking for other ones. There was another great one we watched, Hell Night, with Linda Blair from 1981. It was her first horror movie that she did post The Exorcist, but like years after Exorcist 2. So it was her first horror movie back. Obscure as hell, but it was awesome. Loved it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're not watching anything. You're watching just
watching movies. Just the more obscure, the better.
Right. I'm watching Big Brother. It started this week. And man, right out of the gate, there is a batshit crazy woman in that house that I absolutely hate. And guess what her name is? Angela.
What? Angela, you're now on Big Brother.
And so Sandman texts me and he's like, did you start Big Brother? And I'm just like, yeah. I go, I hate Angela. And he's like, she's batshit crazy. And I'm like, she's so crazy. She's just Looney Tunes, like screaming it. There's always one that's super loud that you think you're going to like. And then they open their mouth the first night and then you just absolutely hate them. And I just can't wait until they vote her ass out. I just can't stand her.
Good casting.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I was texting with my sister too, and she watches it. And she's like, she was on Dr. Phil and The Price is Right as well. I said, was she on Dr. Phil for anger management? Because this broad is nuts. Like, she's just screaming at everyone. And then like she's up in her room talking to herself. And I know that's pretty much after a while you do that in that house, but it was like not even the first week. I think it was like the first night. And she's like walking around, like paranoia set in like super early. And she's just barking at everyone. I just hate her. I can't stand her, but it makes the show fun. So I'm watching that. That's on 3 nights a week. So that takes up a lot of my time. You know, we just finished watching The Miz autobiography on WWE.
Oh, okay. The A&E one?
Really good.
Oh,
if you haven't seen it, guys, that was really good. Yeah. Because, you know, he had a lot of heat on him. I remember when I was there and people were making fun of him left and right in the locker room. Like,
oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And like, I remember I only met him I met him that one time and he just came up to me and I liked him from the real world because you know me with my reality shows. Like I'm a big reality. So I knew him from the real world. So I thought maybe, oh, this kid's going to be chatty. This is going to be great. And I walk up to him all excited to talk to him. And he goes, Mike. And he walked away. And I was like,
oh, hey now.
Yeah. And this was in 2006, you know, so that was that was disappointing. And then there was a monitor set up and he kind of like told everybody like to be quiet because his match was coming on or something in catering. We were in catering and everybody started like teasing him. Like,
okay,
what the hell out
everybody had to be quiet. So was it a pre-tape or was it already, or was he going out?
No, his match, there was it was pre-tape. His match was coming on. They were showing like last week's episode.
Oh, okay. Oh, everybody be quiet.
Yeah. And I remember he had like so much heat on him, like just from everybody was like calling him names and stuff. And I was just disappointed because I liked him so much from the real world, you know, like I was excited to meet him and all I got was like, that was it. And I was just like, bummer. But they talk about the heat and they talk about him, you know, being a loudmouth and being disrespectful and having to change in a broom closet because they kicked him out of the locker room, you know, and just to see how he evolved and just came from reality TV to here. He worked really, really hard and people love him now. So it's a really good doc. I enjoyed it.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. Never thought he'd be still around today doing what he's doing. But you know, as a heel champion, I mean, he was great for that time and kind of shocked everybody when they had him retain at WrestleMania because everybody expected Cena to win and that'd be the end of it. But yeah, that was a very polarizing time. My buddy Chris, who's former WWE superstar, he originally teamed with The Miz when they were first being brought up to the main roster. But then I think he was let go and or things, I forget what it was, but they went in different directions. But they were being brought up as a tag team together. It was going to be Chris Pavone and The Miz as a duo. Yeah. And well, went different directions.
Yeah. And it had said that initially, you know, Vince didn't see him as a wrestler because of his stature, not big enough, muscular or whatever. So that's when they had him be the host.
Yes.
And that's when he forgot they were saying he forgot the number. And he said he was sweating so much, he sweated the ink off his hand and he couldn't remember the number. I mean, live television, what do you do? And he thought he was going to get fired. And here Vince saw something in him and kept him around. And now look at him. He's on top of the world. So good for him. I mean, I'm a fan. I think he's a great talent. I would like to meet him again today. And, see, you know, hope he would be a little nicer. But
he'll just go Miz.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't expect people to bow at my feet, but I would like more than a name. John Cena did the same thing to me. Just held out his hand, John. And I was like, okay. And I told his father too. I was like, your son was not even chatty with me. And he just went, oh, really? I was like, yeah. I mean, all the girls were just like, oh my God, it's like, he walked in and everyone at my table was like, oh my God, it's John Cena. And I was just like, oh, let me just go introduce myself. And I did. And I just got John. And I was just like, nice to meet you, John. I just went and sat back down at the table. I was like, okay. Great. Yeah. So, hey.
Did the biography bring up Miz and Nick Nemeth's KFC chicken match?
No, that was not in it. It had him and Daniel Bryan.
The talking smack promo.
Yeah, and it's like
that was good.
They played it off like it was like 100% shoot, but come on, like it's.
I never thought it was a 100% shoot, just like what you're saying, but it's very good. I mean, it was well done.
Excellent. It's excellent, but I mean, it's like they tried to play it off like they don't like each other in real life, and this wasn't supposed to happen, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, bro, come on, bruh, come on. So, but it was good. It was enjoyable. I liked it. So I think I'm going to check more of those out. I tend to not watch those that much, but my husband was like, let's watch this one. And I was just like, oh, okay. I wanted to see if they did anything about ECW, but they just showed one little clip of 2006 ECW. It wasn't anything big.
I agree with Angela.
Shouldn't have Miz and Cena been the ones to introduce themselves to you? You were the veteran. Oh, Angela, so sweet, but
100% agree.
Unfortunately, that's not really the way it works over there. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like this is the way I felt, and I could be 100% wrong. When I was in ECW, if somebody else came to our locker room, I felt that it was their duty to come say hi to the roster because they were visiting our locker room. But now I was in their locker room, even though it was technically mine. I was the new person there. So I felt like I had to go up to everyone and say hello. Like even with the girls, and I've said this before, I think I had the most seniority at that time out of everybody that was in my locker room because it was ECW SmackDown, right?
Right.
I think the only one that was kind of, I don't even know how long Charmel was in the business, but I had seniority. I was in the business longer.
Oh, you definitely. Oh, yeah. Because I think she came in around 2000. Yeah.
Okay. So I went around and I said hello to everybody. And then I even said, does anybody want anything from catering? Can I get you waters, cookie? Yeah, get me this, get me that, blah, blah, blah. So here I am, the vet. I'm running to catering and I'm bringing back cookies for these girls. I just wanted to fit in. I wanted to be friends with people. I didn't want to come in as snobby or I'm better than you. You know what I mean? So that's why I did that the way I did it. But somebody told me, what are you getting them cookies for? And I was just like, I don't know, just trying to be nice. And they're like, no, they should be getting you cookies. So the same thing Angela said. But
did Maryse come in after you were there?
I never met her.
Never met her? Okay.
No, because they weren't dating I don't think that happened after I got released. When he was the host. Right. I think that was like in October. And I don't, no, I worked for 6 months. So whenever I signed my contract, I think I was gone by then, by the time she came in. I never met her. So
yeah, they've been together forever now. That's
great. One of those beautiful little girls.
Yeah, one of those long-term wrestling love stories.
It's good. I'm glad somebody lasted. Not too many people do, But anyway, it was a good doc. I liked it. So I watched that, and I'm trying to think what else I watched. We watched we're still watching Mark Wahlberg's show that he did during the pandemic. Wall Street. No, it's called Wall Street. It's about it's about all his investments. Every brand that he invests in, but during the pandemic. So you see him with his movies, his investments, his house, which is it's like an airport. It's ridiculously big. So huge. Interesting to see, you know, his business side, because pretty much all you see is his acting, right? But now you see him investing and putting his own money out there into all these different brands, which is pretty cool to watch.
He's great in Daddy's Home. Also featuring John Cena.
Did I see that? I don't think
Daddy's Home with Will Ferrell, where they play stepdad, co-stepdad.
Oh, yes, I did see it. He comes down the escalator like a badass, right? Yeah, I did see that. That was really good.
Will Ferrell, yeah. And then the second one is their dads, and it's John Lithgow and Mel Gibson.
Okay.
And it's more of like a Christmas movie. Unbelievable.
Christmas classic movie? Okay.
I don't know if you saw this last question from Mac Mole.
Mac Mole, I was just going to put him over and say hello to Mac Mole. Was it hard to navigate the locker room politics? It was harder in WWE than it ever was in ECW. ECW was more easy breezy, more of a family feeling. I mean, come on, we're still hanging out 30 years later. Same guys and me, you know what I mean? WWE, man, I walked on eggshells there. Not comfortable at all. Didn't like it. Glad I did it, because it's one of those things where you say to yourself, what if? And at least I know I gave it a shot, and it just wasn't for me. Sometimes it's a good fit for, you know, others, and others love it there. And then there's a lot that hated it there, and I was on that side. So,
but I was having a conversation with somebody today about the environment in WWE. You know, I guess you could say the old culture, right? Because we don't know what the TKO culture is behind the scenes. Right. It's a guy that I know that he puts together kind of like an independent mixed martial arts organization, right? The equivalent of what an indie wrestling fed would be. And he's talking about how, you know, it seems like maybe there could be a different vibe. And I was saying when I was working there, literally you were scared to say anything wrong because you get side eye. You would get somebody like murmuring, and you're screwed because now somebody doesn't like you, and that could be the death blow. And I just wonder if that culture did change with the purchase. You know, that's got to be something that people who either stayed there for a while or people who always dreamed of going back had to wonder as well.
You know, it's funny you mentioned, because when I was there, I was constantly getting called into Johnny Ace's office and kind of being reprimanded for being too quiet. And it's like, what do you want me to do? I don't politic. I'm not a politicker. And it was kind of like he wanted me to politic. And I said it on this show before. He's like, you're kind of like watching paint dry. You don't do anything. And I go, what do you mean by that? I'm a good worker. And not work-wise, in the back. He goes, you go in the locker room, you just sit there, you hibernate. You should be out there moving and shaking and blah, 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 blah. And that's when and then I'm told, go in Vince's office. And I'm just like, get out of here. There's no way. You know what I mean? It's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. What if I did politic? Would I have gotten in trouble for doing that? Like, on one hand, I'm being told to politic. And then if I did it, would I have gotten reprimanded? You know, you just don't know if it's a trap, if they're trying to trap you. And it's a terrible way to live, right? To have to feel like that. That's why, like, I love being just me. Not being held down by a contract somewhere. If I want to work one weekend, I work. If I don't, I don't. I can do this. I can do my cameos. I can do YouTube. I can do iHeart. I can do everything, right? With nobody putting their thumb and suppressing me. But when you're there, you never know who's listening, who's asking you something that's going to run back and tell somebody else. I don't like that. I don't like that. And I wasn't in with the office to be safe. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I wasn't homegrown. I'm not a yes girl. I have an opinion. It's like there's so many layers of working there. And again, it works for some people. And like you said, we don't know the logistics of what's going on in that locker room now. But I just know back in the day, you said the wrong thing. You were called to the office. You were reprimanded. You could be left at home. You get pulled off the road for stupid shit all the time. It's just one thing after another. So,
yeah. And just like what you said was he could say, you got to get out there. You got to be more visible. You got to politic. And 2 seconds later, he could be like, you see what she's doing here? Who does she think she is?
Did you just say that? Did you just go up to him and say that?
It's the trap. It's such a trap.
It really is.
That sucks. And that's what I think people don't get about how cutthroat the industry is.
Right.
And it's not made for everybody. And if you don't have that thick skin, you will not last at all.
No. Well, that's the point of the Miz doc. Everybody was just over and over telling him, you're not going to make it. Why are you here? We don't want you here. And he stuck it out. And he said for 6 months, he changed in like a broom closet or like down the hallway where no one was. And he had a match with The Undertaker. And, after The Undertaker worked with him, he said, sir, may I please come back in the locker room now? And The Undertaker goes, yeah, sure. And that's how he got back in, is because Undertaker let him back in. Undertaker was the man. And if he says it's okay, everybody says it's okay. And that's how he got his foot back in, the door of the locker room. So
it's a good place to start with The Undertaker.
Oh man, it's like, really. Hi Juan, how are you? Welcome in. Kim said, would I have liked to have worked for WCW? I don't think I would have minded working for WCW. I don't know. I never went to any of their shows. I had friends that worked there. I knew Kevin Sullivan from ECW, and he had the book. So I don't know how that would have worked out. No idea. I might have gave it a go if ECW closed and they were still, running and they were interested in me. Why not? You have to try things. You never know.
Depending on when you would have gone, there's different things I could have seen them just putting you with for the sake of putting you with the people you worked with previously. I can't see them utilizing you creatively. I think they would have just lumped you with the rest of where they put the ECW guys. Like when Stevie went in, he went directly with Raven. When Saturn went in, he went with Raven and Stevie.
Something.
Yeah, and then when Hack went in, he was put directly into the storyline with Raven. So it's like I don't think they would have been creative enough to think of anything outside of putting you with the people you already worked with.
I could have pushed for the NWO.
Oh, you would have been perfect with them. No, we've already talked about that. But I just don't think they would have been creative enough because there was just too many people, and we will not talk about who killed them or anything to that effect.
Well, that's everybody's.
We won't be about that.
Yeah.
But I just don't think they would have been creative enough to come up with something different for you outside of being like, oh, she's from ECW. Let's just put her with these guys because she's comfortable working with them. I guarantee you that's what they would have done.
Well, I don't know. I would have been thankful for the opportunity to continue to work and be.
Oh, you would have made some good. You made some good scratch. That's for sure.
Really, everybody says to me, "Why didn't you go with Shane when WCW called?" And I said, "Because they didn't call me. They called him. They didn't call me, so I stayed behind." But I don't know if I would have went with him. I still don't know. Hi, Tim. How are you? WWE boy. Hello. Yeah, who knows? I mean, geez, there's so many different scenarios that could have happened that could have changed my life completely. But I think the path that I chose led me right here. And this is where I'm supposed to be, So how can you argue with fate? You just can't.
I'm not going to argue at all.
You love it, man.
I think it's great.
You stepped in shit when you met me, kid. That's all I have to say.
I fell face first in it. That's.
Oh yeah, we're living large. Oh my God. Juan says, "What up, Chad?"
What's up, Juan?
Hi, Smiley. Hope everybody's having a great time.
I'll answer a question from earlier about somebody asked about the sleepaway camp horror movies. Sleepaway Camp 1 and 2. I love those. So
Sleepaway Camp. Are they real gory?
No, they're not too gory, but they're good. Okay. They're very good. Good little twist at the end of Sleepaway Camp 1.
I'm trying, after watching the doc that I told you we watched about the horror movies, like all the scenes that they pull, I kind of want to watch one, but I don't know where to start. Like I told you, I watched The Shining not too long ago, and that was really good. And we watched Psycho. So I'm going back in time and watching the earlier ones. And I like the Alfred Hitchcock vibe that you don't see the gore. You just, the suspense and the thrill is there, but you don't see the actual killing.
Then just go simple. Go with like Halloween. Just go with the original
Halloween, though. I want to watch something that I haven't seen. Something new.
Start with you want to go something new? So I think it was Angela had asked, do I watch any of the Shudder, which is a horror movie channel, any of their movies? I'll watch newer movies, but I just don't love them because I just hate the over the top gore for the sake of gore. Now I watched a movie on Plex, actually. It was called The Inheritance, I think it was. And I liked the story, but it was just like some of the gore was just so stupid and just so bad. It kind of takes you out of it. So I'd rather go for some of those practical effects from back in the day. So I always say, if you're going to watch a movie, go back and watch a classic.
Yeah. Okay. So if I go back, I want to watch something I haven't seen before. Cause like I've seen Halloween, I've seen Child's Play, I've seen Freddy and Jason.
How about if something semi-modern, you can watch The Conjuring. Those aren't bad. Conjuring movies.
I think I've seen that. Like I liked Saw. Remember Saw?
Yeah, Saw 9 million of them. They've rebooted it. Insidious, that wasn't bad.
What is it?
Insidious.
What's that about?
I won't go into the whole plot, but
okay.
Spooky.
Mother's Day, Juan says. Mother's Day? Oh, I celebrate Mother's
Day. Mother's Day, yeah.
I'm a mother.
Seen Mother's Day. Yep. Just watched that fairly recently, actually, Mother's Day.
Ginger Snaps. The first one's great, Gorillo says.
Part 2 and 3 exist. That's great. Great.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, Insidious. That's not bad.
Insidious. Rear Window. It's classic. A Hitchcock movie. Rear Window. An old one? Is it black and white?
Black and white.
Okay. I want to watch The Birds, The Blob, like those kind of things. I'm kind of like interested in, so. The Ice Cream Man.
Oh my God.
Jari Time. Hi. No,
she's not ready. If we can't get her to watch like one of those, like again, like the super classic, she's not going to The Ice Cream Man with Clint Howard. Stop.
Is that bad?
No, that is just like campy, like goofy,
Okay.
Just if you were watching it on like a Saturday night because you've seen Everything movie.
Right. I don't, Smiley. Sometimes I'll watch the pay-per-views.
American Werewolf in London, not a bad one.
I saw that one. That was really good. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That was good. But no, I don't watch AEW religiously. I did talk to Jerry Lynn. He called me.
How's he doing?
He's doing well. And he said he's going to be really busy going out to London soon.
Oh, yes.
And they're getting ready for that. No, The Exorcist. Angela, come on. I can't watch movies with religion. So I can't watch.
Just bought it on DVD about a week ago.
Exorcist. No, man.
I have found on DVD, right? Family Dollar. Do you have Family Dollar by where you live? Okay. Yeah. They are clearancing their DVDs and CDs to
Are they $1?
$1. So it doesn't matter what movie it is. It could be the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's $1 because they're just getting rid of DVDs and CDs. So I'm hitting every Family Dollar in my immediate area and walking out like this with
I didn't
movies.
Even know they sold.
I just bought The Exorcist.
When did they start filming or having DVD DVDs at Family Dollar.
It's maybe yours doesn't anymore. If they're in small areas, like they have like either like a one little display or they have like a little stanchion on the side. But I mean CDs, like I got Red Hot Chili Peppers, one of their greatest hits. Billy Joel, River of Dreams, Incubus, Crack Rear View, like classic albums, and all these movies. And I'm walking out like this: Blu-rays, DVDs, $1.
We probably have it on Plex, though. You don't have to spend.
It doesn't matter. Right? The Chadster's rebuilding his movie collection.
Okay.
And his
trying to save you $1.
It doesn't matter. His VHS, DVD, Blu-ray movie collection is rebuilt.
Okay. Well, good for you. Perfect. Resident Evil 2. What about 1? Dawn of the Dead. I liked Shaun of the Dead. Have you seen Shaun of the Dead?
Yes, yeah. Shaun of the Dead.
That was a fun one. Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, that's an old one too. I don't know. I always tell myself I get ready and I sit there and then I put YouTube on. And I start watching a video on YouTube and then an hour goes by and I go, oh, well, there goes my window to watch a movie. Like it's over because I can't keep my eyes open past 10 o'clock because I'm a big loser.
Then you got to come here and stay up with us till 3 a.m.
What's that?
You got to come here and stay up with us till 2 or 3 in the morning.
No, thank you. How are you? I saw him in Atlantic City at the big one. Hi, Dylan. It's Dylan from France. A few years ago, where have you been? Dylan's just showing up 2 years later. Glad you're here. Why XWF?
What's XWF? So the XWF was in the in between 2001 era of WCW closing and the fall of 2001. Hulk Hogan, Jimmy Hart, Universal Studios product.
Okay, so I don't really know anything.
You didn't get the call for that one.
I did. I did. Now that
did you really?
Jimmy Hart reached out didn't reach out. Saw me at a signing and said, "We're starting something up. Love to have you be a part of it." I'm assuming it was that. But then nothing ever happened.
So they did, I think, 1 or 2 sets of TV tapings.
Okay.
And they taped a lot of stuff, and it's out on DVD and streaming. I think WWE might have bought the rights to it because they've got some classic. I mean, they got Piper, Hogan, Mr. Perfect, even Sable is a part of it, and they had some pretty good matches. Also, young AJ Styles and some great talent on it. But you could have been there, maybe. What the heck?
Yeah,
Jimmy Hart?
He did say something to the effect. He didn't go into it. He just said, "Oh, starting something up. Would love to have you be a part of it." And I was like, "Hey, perfect." It's like, "All right, we'll be in touch." Then
Well, I'll tell you what. Who was it? Dylan. Money.
Dylan.
And at Money and no cable affiliate. That's why they did not have any future because they couldn't get it on any kind of television station. Now, if it was 10 years later or 15 years later, it would have been on. Name your station. It would have been on in a million places, but just wrong time.
Smiley, I have not seen Hostel. Ibzan, I played in the casino or had to catch a plane. Did I stay in the city? We stayed until the next day. We left on a Sunday morning. So we went and got some dinner and drinks and hung out afterwards. It was nice.
Do you want to show your prizes again?
I can show one more time, we're getting close.
Because I think people who came in didn't really even know like what we've been talking about.
So we're doing if you get a channel membership or a $5 super chat or a super sticker, I have a ring worn bikini from my time in this green screen. From my time in WWE that I cherish, that I love so much. Also have this Francine shirt. Woo! Oh my God. Can you see it?
I know what it looks like, so.
It doesn't matter can you see it?
Yes, we see that. That's clear.
Okay. or a micro brawler.
Oh, that's
that I
the
can
one.
sign and personalize. So you have to donate. You have to give at least $5, and you go into the Charles chip jar. And we'll be drawing tonight at the end of the stream, which we don't have much time left, unfortunately. But I've had this up on Twitter for the last 2 days, and people, we do have people who have become channel members, which is great because you get to listen and watch the podcast and not just listen.
Yeah. So. You get to see the guy who looks like Buff Bagwell, according to somebody up here a little earlier. Did you see that? I told you. I said that last live. I said somebody said it looked like Buff Bagwell.
Right.
And all I have to say is Buff Bagwell wishes he looked like him.
Oh, wow. Okay. Buff. Well, Jari, it's not for you to wear. It's for you to have from me.
They could do both. They could do whatever the hell they want with it.
You could. I don't know. It's not.
They could cut it and turn it into a bikini.
They can put it in a frame. They can throw it in the trash. I don't know what they would do. I doubt it.
So Dylan's now talking about XPW. The reason XPW didn't last is because XPW. That's why.
Yeah. I was actually called to be a part of XPW by Rob Black himself. And I remember our phone because they used to come to ECW all the time. And our phone conversation, I told him, I'm not familiar with your product. And he said, I'll send you some DVDs. And I said to him, I don't have a DVD player. And he sent me a DVD player along with a bunch of DVDs. So, he was very nice. But I don't know. I didn't like the whole vibe. Something was off, and I couldn't put my finger on it because everybody went to work there.
Was it the bikini tops of the in between cuts of the boobies?
You could. I mean, they did that in kind of WEW. Although we didn't really see it, they incorporated clips that were already shot, so I didn't have to actually watch the porn that was happening. I didn't watch enough XPW to really know what was going on with the girls. I don't know. I mean,
you didn't see it coming. It hit you like a ton of bricks out of nowhere.
Oh, is that what it was?
Like if you were watching, because I got a couple. I think it was from when PJ worked there. I had gotten a couple DVDs, from borrowing through, people who I was associated with at the time, and you watch a match and then wham,
just porn in your face.
Wow. And we're not expecting that.
Yeah. HWO Gorillo says, I never could get an XPW. It was like if somebody tried to recreate ECW, but had only ever watched New Jack matches as research.
It's a shame too. We've talked about it before. I'm hesitant to say anything negative because I don't want Rob Black sending me any more DMs clarifying certain things like you did last time. So
yeah, I don't even know did I say something negative?
No, it was when we had Shane on, and Shane
the belt
somebody asked a question about XPW, and Shane
said,
and Rob Black had a meltdown.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I mean, there's so many companies that just couldn't get off the ground, and it's a shame because it's good to have a lot of places for people to work, So that's why I'm glad today. I mean, there's NWA, AEW, WWE, TNA, MLW. I mean, there's so many different, if you count ROH as a brand that's under the AEW banner, but so many different places for people to work. It's a beautiful thing, and I love it. So I'm happy for everyone. And I just hope that these companies continue, I heard that AEW is getting smaller venues now, which is a good thing. Cuts cost and looks great on TV. So Smoky Mountain was before my time, Juan. I wasn't in the business when Smoky Mountain was around.
You were training, so.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, but then they kind of fizzled out.
Yeah.
So, there's a million independents. There's so many independents out there. Like everywhere you go, there's a show. I don't think a weekend can go by without a show running somewhere.
So, it's the guy I was telling you about before that I was talking to, who runs the MMA company. It's like, I haven't worked an indie show since 2019, I think. And I was like, I was getting the bug of maybe working a show. So maybe I work an MMA show and treat it like it's a wrestling show. It's been a long time.
Well, when you say work, explain to the people.
So, okay. So the last time I worked around wrestling, I did backstage producing of interviews for a local indie TV show.
Okay.
Says but
people think you're going to be walking out with the belt over your shoulder or something.
Well, I mean, I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Worker.
But no, it's been a while.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I always say, I don't want to work anymore. And then when I'm forced to work, I have so much fun out there. I'm like, this is great. I want to do this more often. And then a couple months go by and I don't want to work anymore. And then boom, I do another indie. I'm like, this is so fun. So sometimes I do get the bug for it. It's fun, especially if you get to work with your friends. And I tend to book myself with my friends all the time. So like this weekend, next Friday. So Friday, what is the date? The 1st?
I think
August 1st.
So I think it's let's see. Next Friday is.
I will be.
No, the 2nd.
The 2nd is Friday. Okay.
Yes.
I will be in Cleveland, Ohio, with my friends, the franchise Shane Douglas, the Sandman, Bill Alfonso, Sabu, the 5 of us. As soon as we get off the plane, we're jumping in a van. We're going to an indie show. We're signing for 4 hours, and we're coming back, hanging out. I'm getting on the plane the next morning, coming home. How great is that? You get paid to hang out with your friends. I love it.
That is service with a smile right there.
Yes, I love it. And after that, I work on August 17th. Oh, this is the one.
2nd.
Is this the one at the fairgrounds or something?
This
flea market?
is
flea market.
Oh yeah, this flea market. Once you get to Space 101, go to 102.
And I'll be at 102. And then the big one, Fall Fury. Can you move it over a little more? Is it stuck? There we go.
It was stuck.
Saturday,
on my screen, it was there.
Okay, August 17th. Joe Hendry just announced about a week or 2 weeks ago. He'll be there. So I'll get to meet the famous Joe Hendry. Super excited about it. NXT star, TNA star, iTunes star. He's all over the place.
Let me ask you a question about him quickly.
Sure.
We'll get back into these plugs. Do you think, or could you see at this point, with how over he is with NXT and that WWE crowd, could you see WWE trying to make a play to buy out his contract?
Absolutely.
It seems like it's going in that direction, doesn't it?
There's something there. They have an interest in him. And when he goes into, comes through the curtain and walks into that ring, they go nuts for him.
Yeah.
Did you see what he did at the last show? When people came out to their cars, he had posters on the cars, double-sided posters. He signed every single poster.
That's awesome.
So
That's
he
cool.
flyered the parking lot with his own image, and see me here, whatever it said on the poster. But I saw a video of him putting them on cars. I said, that is a brilliant marketing gimmick. So smart.
Smart,
guy. And everybody, and then they showed people like going to their car and be like, oh my God. And they look and they saw that it was signed by him and they went apeshit. It's so great.
That's very nice.
Yeah. Dan's meeting Joe Hendry on August 9th. Well, I'll meet him on August 17th. So I do not think WWE is buying TNA. I don't know.
Yeah, I think just a very good working relationship.
I think it's a working relationship. We could be wrong, but who knows? So anyway, Dylan, I only met I met Sean. I did a tour of Japan with Sean. And when I say tour, it was one pay-per-view.
Oh, he's on the show with the singing girl, Henry? Isn't he? No, Sean, is he on that show with the singing?
Oh, with the girl. I was like, what is happening?
Isn't he on that show?
Yeah, I guess so. He was there with me the one time. We all went to Ribera's afterwards. So I met him then, and then I met him again in WWE, and he was just like, hi. And he pulled a Miz on me. He didn't say Sean, but he just shook my hand and said hi. And
well, there might be a reason why he might not want to talk to you.
Really? Why's up? Oh, because of Shane. I have so much heat because of Shane. I told him the other day, I was like, you are a heat-seeking missile, and I get the remainder of what bounces off of you. And that is not fair. 100%.
Just the one guy.
That is not fair at all. I'm so sick of it. I'm like, start to be nice to people. He goes, I am nice. Why
except to that guy, except to him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. But anyway, I guess we'll draw if nobody else.
Wait. Please tell me how Todd Gordon protects his books in his luggage.
Oh, poor Todd. So Todd, he's getting up there in age, right? He's got back problems. Like, he can barely walk half the time. He's just a mess. And this place that we went to in Atlantic City had this spiral staircase, right? Now, we had to go to the 3rd floor. Well, you enter on the 1st floor. He had his books in a rollaway. And the books were heavy. And he had, 10, 20 books in this rollaway. So when we walked in, Betty and I went right to the elevator because we were like, I had heels on. I'm not climbing this spiral stair. They turned the elevator off. So I look up to the 2nd floor and I see Todd. He's dying. He pulled his roller bag all the way up the 1st spiral staircase. And I was like, what are you doing? Why didn't you take the elevator? He goes, the effing thing doesn't work. And he can't breathe. And he's like standing. So we were like, okay, so we walk up the 1st flight. And then my hands were full because I had my stuff with me. So Betty goes, Todd, I'll carry your bag. And Todd goes, it's okay. And I was like, Todd, you're about to die. So Betty took his bag up to the 2nd flight. And we get to the top and we meet the owner of the building. And Todd goes, what a rib that your elevator is broke. And the guy goes, it's not broke. I just didn't turn it on. Todd was so pissed off. He was like, I have books in here. I had to carry them all the way up these steps. Yeah, he just didn't turn on the elevator. But, I felt bad for Todd.
Poor guy.
Yeah. And I don't think he sold the book either. So he was double hot because he brought all those books and didn't sell any. And they were so heavy. So thank you, Dylan. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. It was nice to, see Phil spend an hour and a half talking to Shane. Must have been a slow table day.
Well, you met him twice and spent a total of an hour and a half. So roughly 45 minutes each.
That's a long time to talk to a fan at a signing if you're not busy. That's funny. All right. We're going to draw because it's time. Okay. I'm drawing.
You draw your fanny off.
Wow. There's so many names in here. I can't. Well, we do have names from the week too. So
we have channel members for days.
We do.
I'm right on the edge of my seat here. I'm like leaning in.
It's Kevin S.
Kevin.
I don't think
SOB.
Kevin's not here. So what I'm going to do, listen, he's not here. If he watches the replay, where can he reach you, Chad?
All right. I'm putting it on the screen as we speak, but I'm keeping it up quick. Hold on. I should keep it preloaded.
What, the address?
Yeah.
Kevin, if you're watching this replay, which I hope you are, email Chad Excuse me.
It's in. Oh wait, I put it in the chat. My bad.
Oh, there. Oh, that's okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah, ibexclusives8@gmail.com, Kevin, and let us know what prize you want. All right.
Make sure you pause that.
Yeah, and if Kevin doesn't respond next live, we'll try again, because hey, what can I say? You know, they'll still be here.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Subscribe
on iHeartRadio.
Yes,
twice
guys,
a week.
Listen,
2 new episodes.
If you don't do anything for me ever again, I just ask you to please go over to iHeart. Follow me on that channel. Listen to the podcast. We need people to listen. We need our numbers to go up. Just push play. Do your work. Ride your bike. Walk on the treadmill. Do something, but push that play button and subscribe on Spotify. Subscribe on Apple. Follow on iHeart. Wherever you get your podcast, I need you to listen to me. If you're not subscribed here on YouTube, again, it's free. It doesn't cost anything. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. You'll get the notifications next time we go live, which I don't know when it will be, but maybe next month sometimes. Oh, Smiley just followed us on iHeart. Thank you, Smiley. Appreciate it. Listen now, Smiley, you have to go and listen to the podcast. It's great that you followed, but listen. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. God bless. Hope you have a great Friday, and hope to see you guys soon.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, have fun this weekend, guys. Be safe. Love you.
See ya.